Where I left off, waiting on this transit to come. Boom. Okay, here we go. It always takes a while to load everything, but that's how it is on these console games. I will make sure I tell you what point you can start doing the backtracking, because actually once you progress from there, it's not possible to backtrack.
Ricardo, I'm at medical. Did you manage to get to comms?
I'm here, but I was too late. Apollo's recovered from the reactor purge and knocked out external comms again.
Damn it. So why'd you send me here?
Plan B, Rit. See, before I left, the system showed a ship approaching Sevastopol. I think it's the Inusadora. Now they managed to send out its autocodes to call it in while comms were temporarily open.
We've got to get to it. Is it docking?
No, but it's in a holding position nearby. Head for the ambulance bay. The shuttles are really short range, but they'll make it.
Got it.
I forget. I think there might be a room up here that I can open that I couldn't earlier, but I'm not 100%. Nope, that's not a room we can access, but this is the way we need to go anyways. Alright, so we didn't really go this way earlier, so we're going to go straight through here. I went ahead and got what's over there earlier, but if you missed it, there's a Nostromo flight recorder in there, or not flight recorder, it's a recording from people on the Nostromo. You have to get a certain number of those to get platinum, so it's a good idea to go get that if you haven't already. And we're going to go through this elevator up here. To get all the stuff that you need to backtrack to get for platinum, you need to get the last ion torch upgrade, which we're going to be getting very soon. And then you can backtrack and get all the items. It's good to make note of the places you couldn't get to. I know that
I see a launch on my terminal. Marlo's already taken one of the shuttles.
when you went to where Coleman was, there was some inaccessible areas, and then beyond there, where you had the android use the key card to unlock your way through, there was an inaccessible area with poison gas. You can now access that area. I think this is another room with poison gas. We couldn't access this earlier anyways, but
the system check went okay. Some ducts still need rerouting, but as I keep getting told, there's not much we can do about it when the Nostromo is in the air. Parker's coming up with the sign-off sheets. But I know Ripley wants to chew his ear about the secondary load unit. I'm gonna stay out of it for now. They know what they're doing. Dallas, Nostromo captain signing off.
I really like Dallas's character in the original Alien film. But I never understood.
Wingard, my name is Julia Jones, and I'm a writer covering Sevastopol's decommissioning. I was hoping to interview you about your experiences on the station. You know, the limited medical resources, the mental effects on patients in deep space, that kind of thing. But look, Doctor, I've heard
It's really
there was
getting
some kind of
number in this
incident in the
place.
hospital recently. No one seems to know anything. Doctor, there's a major public health issue here on Sevastopol. People need to know. I'm freelance, unbiased. I don't have any corporate affiliations. Let me be a friend to you. Call me.
That's where we had that scene earlier. But it's something that I've always wondered with Dallas, why he didn't use his flamethrower that he had. He just sat there and let the alien get him. That's something I'll never understand. Okay, so you'll recognize this area because we were here earlier in the game. There's a save point back there. It actually isn't a bad idea to get to it, but the problem is that there's an android there. And if you go up this way instead, not there, but I'm actually mistaken. You have to go this way anyways. I forgot. My apologies. Did we go through here? I think we got the ID tag in here. Yeah, I think so. There was an ID tag in there. That's really the only reason. There's some supplies, but those are really the only reasons to go down that way. Doesn't lead anywhere. Alright, so there's an android here, and that's a huge problem. So if I use the bolt gun, the android will see me. If I use the flare, it'll attract the alien. So it's really hard. See, he's coming, so we'll try to hide. See if that works. Okay. I think he went back. So I think that's the best way to deal with him. If I'm correct, after he goes back in there, he turns his back to you. And that's how you can get through this without gaining the attention of the alien before necessary. You're going to get attention from him anyways, but if he doesn't turn his back, you might have to just chance it. Yes, that's what I thought, and I don't know if they programmed it that way on purpose, but that's a little trick. Just be quick. That's really what you want to do. You want to be quick getting through there. You go up to that part where I was sitting where he couldn't see you and quickly go across, and So, well, introducing the alien. We're back to him being on our tail. Oh, not good. Not good. Here we go. It gets fun, right? There he is. Now, one thing you have to be careful of, especially in these hard modes, is sometimes he actually starts looking underneath the beds for you. He went the other way. I might need my flamethrower. I'm being rather brave, aren't I? Because he could easily come back through here. Sometimes the flamethrower is not a bad idea. Alright, you remember this room here from earlier? This is where we had to pump those two I don't know, power surges or whatever you call them. And there was an android chasing us around. The android is no longer in here, so you don't have to worry about him. But it's a good idea to go in there and save it. Now I just heard him jump back in the vents. He could pop up at any moment. I didn't need that earlier either. Okay. So this is where we need to go. First, there's a blueprint here. That's a good thing to grab. And then back here, something that we really need. This is the last upgrade. Boom. To this. There's one more upgrade that we need, I think. Alright, so that any areas that you couldn't use this device on, you can now use it. Now we have to be very cautious. The alien starts really getting on our tail here. And I'm spending too much time on this. There's nothing over there. So this is where we need to go.
Coordinates already in the system. Just punch the dash.
What about you?
And that's the sound of the alien. Okay. And now we're going to the Anisadora, so it's off of the main station. It's too bad you can't take that deeper into space and just leave, but I guess really the point is to get to Isidora for that. The hopes would be to take that ship away and take off with Ricardo. Alright, let's save it. The alien's not on this ship, so you don't have to worry about that. Although both of those kind of look like the alien, don't they? Okay, that way is blocked right now.
I think we may have broken our losing streak. We've barely been scraping a living the past couple of years, and the Isidora is starting to look like the wrecks we salvage. Can't say the crew's been faring any better. Then we found that flight recorder. It belongs to a ship, the Nostromo. Weyland-Yutani property. That means there'll be a reward. But then Marlowe had an even better idea. Extrapolate the path of the flight recorder to try to find the wreck of the Nostromo. We got lucky. Found a distress signal, and now we're following it. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. He always said he'd do right by me.
Well, they definitely found something. Alright. LM link. It's not Sevastolink. Marlowe. Heist says he's just picked up some kind of signal. I've got Lewis trying to decode it. Could be the Nostromo. Want to come up and see for yourself? Technicians report 1024-2137. Marlowe. I just had to do some much needed work on the sublight engines. The old girl was complaining, so Lally, I'm surprised something didn't fall off during the last jump. Everything's holding together for now, but she'll need a full overhaul soon. And not just for the core systems. We keep pushing her like this, and we're going to end up being the only salvage crew hitchhiking through deep space. It's going to be an expensive job, so let's hope you're right about the beacon. It could be our last chance for a decent paycheck. Anyway, I had to reset the door code afterwards. The new one is 4510. Lewis.
We're outside Sevastopol. Marlowe and Foster woke up first. She looked terrible. Meeks and me are about to take a shuttle to the station. But well, this has got to break quarantine procedures, right? It's Marlowe's ship. She's Marlowe's wife. And things got heated. And Meeks got a bloody nose. So, I don't know. Maybe the doctors will give her the all clear and things can get to normal. But if they sniff it out when we get on board, I don't want any part of it. Marlowe doesn't pay nearly enough for that kind of noise.
So they hid, as they went on to Sevastopol, they hid the fact that they had a parasite. Of course, they really didn't know what it was, so same as with Kane in the original movie. There was no way they could have known. It's not like Weyland-Yutani released to everyone what happened. Like a government agency, they buried it. So we're just waiting on this to power up. Alright. Progress. That little game that you do there reminds me of an Atari game.
Ricardo, in case you're hearing me, I've got the Anisadora's basic power systems back online. Doors should be open. Hopefully some light. Still no sign of Marlowe.
Hey, Ripley. Welcome to the Anisadora.
Marlowe? Where are you, Marlowe?
Thanks for switching the power back on. You saved me a job. I only needed it offline temporarily. I had some things to fix.
Alright, this is the door that was read earlier. So we have to go through this because we couldn't get through it earlier.
Plenty of free spots.
Ripley, Mulder double-crossed me. He said he'd give me all the data he had on the creature so I could take it to the company, but he...
Taylor? Taylor! Marlowe, what are you doing?
What no one else seems prepared to do. Come find me, Ripley. I got something for you.
Of course. Oh. A face hugger. I would venture to say Marlowe's plan was to implant me with that. With an alien. And hope to benefit financially from it from Weyland-Yutani. But seems he has another plan, so I guess maybe if I didn't make it that would have happened, but since I did, whatever it was that attached itself to Foster's dead, I found it on the floor by the bed, all curled up like a spider. Foster said she felt fine, but I insisted on putting her into hypersleep. That thing must have done something to her, but maybe I can slow the process. Sevastopol's the nearest station, so I'm going to get her checked out. Quarantine will be a problem, but I figure the Nostromo flight recorder might be my ticket in, whatever we have to do. So that's what they should have done in the original movie.
Anisadora, this is Marshal Waits of Sevastopol. Officially, I should deny your request to dock. Sevastopol is currently being decommissioned, and I can't compromise security for unscheduled vessels. However, in the light of the property you found, I will allow a small number of your crew to dock via a short-range shuttle. I must remind you that Sevastopol is entitled to a cut of any reward for return of said property once it's on station. Let me know your decision. Waits out.
Seems that Waits was responsible for a lot more than he ever admitted, huh? Well, ultimately, he paid the price.
I tried to save Foster. Brought him to Sevastopol. Broke all the rules, getting her ashore. That was stupid of me. Stupid. You don't beat this thing, Ripley. You can't. All you can do is refuse to engage. You're gonna wipe out every trace, destroy any clue, stop its infection from spreading, make sure there's no chance of the human race ever making contact with it again. Because the moment it makes contact, it's won. The company's never gonna know what happened here. Nobody is. I won't allow it.
Yeah. I think that he might not have even known that that facehugger was on here. Who knows? It's hard to say how that got here or why that was here. But he, you know, seems so dead set on wiping it out. In a way, it feels like that's an homage to Alien 3. Because nobody knows how that egg got on the Sulaco. So, in a way, this game has kind of an homage to all of the games, doesn't it? Or, not games, movies. Alright, now we go down here. Of course, those of us that know the movie will really love this part.
Added report. Personal message. This is for my daughter. Hi, Amanda. I'm recording this for you, my sweetheart, and I hope you get to hear it one day. You see, I got into trouble. My ship, there was an accident, sweetheart, and, we found an alien creature. It was very dangerous, and the only way we could stop it was to destroy the ship. I'm okay. I'm stuck on this lifeboat, long way out. But we had to destroy the ship. We had to destroy the Nostromo. We just couldn't risk bringing that thing home with us. I needed to protect you. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you very soon. I love you, sweetheart.
My God.
Now you understand. I'm going to overload the fusion reactor.
That'll turn the reactor into a goddamn nuke. You'll destroy the ship and the station.
It'll annihilate every trace of that creature. Ripley, it's the only way. I can't let it live. And I'm not letting the company have it, or they'll just start the whole thing over again.
Poor Taylor.
Listen to me! We don't have to do this!
Stop! Stop it, Marlo!
Marlo, please.
You heard what your mother did. She understood. If she was here, she'd be helping me. You think she would want company suits knowing the zip code of that creature? No one must know.
There are still people alive on the station! Marlo!
Foster's not. She was my wife. I loved her. And I killed her.
Oh.
I think I was too late. He set it going. He set it going!
Taylor, I'll stop the overload. You have to help me. Go to that console.
Warning. Fusion reactor overload in progress.
Open the fusion system so I can work on them.
What?
I need power sent to the auxiliary generator. Look for the letters AUX.
I have it!
Alright, so we have to do this first.
Okay, you're doing good, Taylor. Now switch the maintenance terminal from auto to manual. Do you see it? It'll be there, Taylor. Trust me. That's it.
You only have a certain amount of time to do this, so... And then this is the last step.
Fusion reactor overload suppressed. Safety limiters restored. Oh God. You did it! Something's happening. I don't understand. Primary systems collapse. Total system-wide cascade failure.
Fuck! Marlo forced an overload. The ship's gonna tear itself apart.
Warning. Critical collapse. Warning. Critical collapse.
Alright, now we have to run. We don't even have time to mourn poor Taylor. Whew. Just run. Don't let go of running. Oh. Whoa.
Warning. Critical collapse. Warning.
Keep running.
Warning. Critical collapse. Critical collapse.
Alright, let's get out of here. The fire kinda helps you know which way not to go. Whew, alright, that was intense.
Craft coupling malfunction. Service offline.
Ricardo.
Ripley, the Isidora blast took out the orbital stabilizers. We're about to fall from the sky. I'm trying to contact the Torrens, but the comms are still locked. The ambulance you just docked is screwed. The Torrens is our only way off this.
So, Marlowe, complicated things.
Broadcast from the lane just updated.
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side, took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
So, the Torrens is our last hope. I'm going to end this broadcast and start over. We're over 30 minutes this time. So I'll start back up where I left off.